Hello everybody, welcome to our Backgammon live stream number 152. Long time no streaming, but now we are back again, and today we will play another match in this StreamChamps League. You see here the current table that 𝗙𝗏𝗺𝗺𝗃𝗀 was kind enough to compile. And we see, so we play a round robin tournament with 10 players, and each player has his own YouTube channel, hence the title StreamChamps. And 𝗙𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃 is still unbeaten with an incredible 5 out of 5, as you can see here. He's on place number 1, obviously. And number 2 is the famous Gianlazzaro, better known as the Jedi Master. He is on place or rank number 2 with 4 out of 7. Yeah, 4 out of 7. He's a very busy guy and he played a lot already. Almost all matches finished. And number 3 and number 4 is my opponent from today, Gianlazzaro Sanna from Italy. And from Japan, 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃. So it will be, I think, quite a nice match. I hope that we can give you some good entertainment. So Gianlazzaro will join us at exactly 8 o'clock. So we'll have a very brief talk. I know that many people don't care too much about the talking and don't care too much about the analyzing. So we will keep it short, maybe 10 minutes around, and then we play a 7-point match on heroes. And of course, you should also check out Gianlazzaro's channel. I'm pretty sure, yeah, if you are interested in Backgammon and if you're on the internet, and since you are here, then I'm pretty sure that you also know Gianlazzaro's fantastic YouTube channel. He has amazing huge amount of content and great content, and yeah, I guess we will talk a little bit about it when he joins us at 8 o'clock. Yeah, what's going on my side? I was quite busy with recreating my homepage, as I guess almost all of you know that I'm a huge fan of the Anki method, which means yeah, combining XG and Anki, a digital flashcard system. And yeah, I have recreated my homepage, and we have a lot of stuff here. And yeah, you will find at the beginning, so the pages, if you don't know it already, xg2anki.de. You also see the address on the upper right corner on the stream. So, and at the beginning, you will see here the necessary links, so you can download Anki from the official Anki page, and you can also create a free Anki account. You also only need to give them your email address and a password, and you need it to synchronize your devices. So the big, huge advantage of Anki is that you can synchronize your devices, which means you have a version on the desktop, you have maybe a version in the web when you want to have access via browser, and I think most of us already also have a mobile device. And the cool thing is that everything is synchronized, that when you stop studying on your desktop and continue later on your mobile, you have the same status, and that is super cool. Yeah, I've also added here a little screenshot gallery, which means you can get a first impression. If you have never seen Anki or my version, you can just click through it and see some screenshots, and on the right side some explanations. I guess many of you know it already. It should just give you a free or first impression. And yeah, what's also new is that Dirk has described his Anki journey and his way from G1 to G0 and now to Super Grandmaster. And he practiced also with the Anki method. So you can read through this, what he's saying, if you don't take my words for it. And also you have here access to have embedded here two YouTube playlists. One is the tutorials. These are very short videos where I explained everything from the beginning when you download the Anki and how you import the decks and recommended settings and everything you need to know basically. So you should definitely check out these tutorials before you download stuff. Yeah, because you cannot just click on the downloaded file and everything is working. You have to do a little bit preparation work, but believe me, it's worth it. And the second playlist here is several videos on my channel or on other channels where I talked about this method and the advantages and so on. They are longer videos. If you don't have much time, you should go for the tutorials. And then you're ready to download all the free decks that are available here for download. You just can click here on the title and then it will download the file. So you see there's a lot of stuff. Also my personal blunder database, which now almost contains almost 1000 cards. Even though I only create a cube action card if it's 200 millipoints or more, or checker play when it's 100 millipoint, or if I make a mistake in the opening cube or checker with 50 millipoints or more. But still, there's a lot of stuff. As we all know, we blunder a lot, but can learn from it. That's a good thing. And then there's several. One of Dirk's decks. Here is one theme deck where there are 25 cards. There's always a problem or the question: do I split to opponent's bar point or not? And we'll have a free deck here from 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃's quiz in Cyprus 2022. UBC final 2022 and 2023. I created a deck with all the blunders, so you can test out if you would have which of the blunders of the super players you would have avoided. And we have a free deck from 𝗵𝗺𝗃's Great Gravity seminar he held at the Nordic Open last year in 2023. And there's a small deck, maybe for beginners with the first roll. And maybe a little bit more advanced, because you also see how you play the first roll in Gammon Safe, Gammon Go, or at DMP, which sometimes there are deviations and sometimes not so small. Yeah, even though I have no kids, I still need some money, so I have also some stuff here for sale. So we have here a deck of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's blunders. So these are 261 cards, and 74 of them are with cube action problems. And there you have this in all the cards. It contains the new score matrix, which means you see the correct cube action. Maybe I go back here to the gallery to show you what I'm talking about. So you have this nice score matrix where you see the correct action and the size of the error if you do something else for all scores in a 7-point match. And as it's very important when you learn checker play that you also not only look at the so-called neutral score, but also to always look to Gammon Safe, Gammon Go, and DMP to get really a good, to train yourself and to get alert to deviations at these extreme scores. And the same is true, of course, for cube actions. So you can learn a lot just watching these matrices. Of course, if you are a serious tournament player, then it's only important and it's also color coded, so it's really helpful to detect patterns and remember things. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of the reasons why I have improved my QPR quite a bit the last few months. So on these cards you have here for ridiculously 15 euros, you get 74 of them. Then we have the companion deck to DX Theory of Backgammon book. So they are also 169 with cube action. And we have a book with the companion deck to Nick Blazier's Adjusting to Match Play. And yeah, so with these 3 decks, yeah, you should be quite busy for a while regarding cube actions. And then we have, of course, pretty new is the opening reply deck. Of course, this is something that's really, yeah, where Anki is made for, that you really try to memorize things. So, and the second role is memorizable, even though it gets quite hard when you also include Gammon Save, Gammon Go, and DMP, on which you should not ignore if you are a serious tournament player. Then we have 2 little decks with early match cubes, and then we have all the decks we compiled from DX personal position database. That's all checker play decks. You have 25, and sometimes with sister positions that you can compare with little changes, and there's always a theme. So we have quite a lot of 3rd role and 4th role. And things like how to play against backgame, bear in, bear off, contact, hit loose. And hit loose, we also have a video with DX explanation or explanations. And yeah, some of them are pretty new, as you see. I guess I will get the descriptions, I guess, end of next week maybe. But the title should be pretty clear what's going on. Yeah, and also you can let me create your personal decks. So you can send me your match files and I can create a deck for you. So you have your personal Blunder database in Anki. And yeah, a lot of text. You can, if you're interested, you can just go through and you see here the price list. And yeah, at the end we also have here, can do some configurations. So by manipulating the deck name at the end in square brackets, you can set some characters here that will change the behavior of the deck. For example, if you by default you will also always see the away score. If you prefer the relative the absolute score, then you can, if you put an A in square brackets at the end, then this will change. And there are some, yeah, because we are all different, and maybe interesting is also the pip count trainer, which you can activate with P. I've also made in one of the tutorials that's a pretty good description of that, which I highly recommend to use, or which I regularly use before I go to live tournaments. To practice or to sharpen my pip counting skills. Yeah, and at the end we also have some frequently asked questions. Yeah, so if you have any problems with the decks, you should first check here if your question is already answered. And there's a little section if you're interested in coaching with me. Live or via Zoom, then you can contact me via email or via Facebook. So now let us close this and check maybe if we see Gianlazzaro in the Zoom. Let me just remove this and check if he's knocking on the door. So if everything goes well, he should join us soon, and we will have a very brief talk. And then we start our match. So, no messages in the chat so far. Is anybody here, or am I talking to... Yeah, many people are in Istanbul, I guess. Very big tournament. So, Gianlazzaro is here, so let's let him enter. Hello, Gianlazzaro.
Hi, Rainer. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, your picture is frozen, but we can hear you clearly.
Yes, I don't understand why.
Yeah, that's the technique. We all love this. We streamer love this. There's always something that can go wrong. But
yes, very strange.
Now you're moving.
Okay, okay.
Hi, Gianlazzaro. Nice to have you here.
Yes, nice to meet you.
I think we have not met yet, or have we met in... Maybe
yes,
you were in Skopje when I was there too? Yeah.
In Skopje, yes.
But I think we did not have time to find a talk, or time for a talk, I think. Yeah?
Yes, not many time.
Maybe we get a second chance in Stockholm. Will you be there?
I think so, yes. I have to buy the hotel and the flight, but I think I'll be there.
Okay. So I will be there for sure, even though I have not qualified, but I will be there to support my team, and I will also play the Open, of course.
Yes, I am not sure to qualify. I don't think I'll qualify, but as I did in Skopje, I'll love to make the streaming for Italian team matches.
Yeah. And of course, you have a huge fan base at home, huh? like in football or in soccer.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, you have a great channel yourself with a lot of content. I mentioned it already in the introduction. Is there something you want to promote or tell our viewers what they definitely should not miss?
Yes, maybe one interesting thing that I am not sure everything know is that usually, at least for not very long videos, but now I am trying to do it also for long videos. I used to put subtitles, not just the automatic YouTube subtitles, which are not very high level, but I adjust them to make them more understandable. So subtitles in Italian and in English.
Oh, that's very cool.
So I think it is possible for a lot of people to better follow the video and to understand what I am saying, because on the channel there are a lot of English videos, such as StreamChamps videos, which are the most famous, and sometimes I decide to make commentaries in English, as for example in StreamChamps matches I make commentaries in English. So there are a lot of English videos, but also in Italian videos, for example didactic videos that can be interesting, and with subtitles can be more understandable, I think.
Are you using a special software for that, or to create the subtitles, or?
Usually I take the subtitles from YouTube, and then I manually correct them.
Okay.
Now I am experimenting, and for translating in English, I use a software for translation, and then I make another check.
Mm.
And now I am trying a software now with artificial intelligence. There are a lot of softwares for longer videos, because of course I can do it for 15 minutes videos, but when I comment a match, it is 1 hour, maybe more.
Mm.
And I am trying to use them to have a starting version, and I am trying. I have been trying just for maybe 10 videos, but it seems better than YouTube.
The automatic YouTube subtitles. Okay.
Yes, yes.
And
so for long videos, usually YouTube or doesn't put subtitles, or they are bad. But
okay.
This time it's I think it is acceptable.
So they are bad for the whole video, or do they get worse after some minutes or
No, for the whole video.
Okay.
So you can have a look to our match, because I'll do the same. I'll make the commentary in English, and I'll use the system to have the subtitle.
Mm.
And then I'll translate also in Italian, but of course I don't think you can appreciate it. but
unfortunately,
you can see if English subtitles are good, and I will be very happy if you give me some feedback.
And how many % of your content is originally in Italian, and how many % in English? I'm asking because I have a similar problem here, because
yes, I know,
obviously I'm from Germany, and many viewers say, why do you do this in English, and why do you not talk your native language? And I guess in Italy it may be the same, that not everybody is speaking English very well, or how is it in Italy?
Yes, but what they usually say is that my English in a way is good for them, because I don't speak good English, but it is more understandable.
Okay.
It is not a compliment, but for them it is okay. And of course, when it is a stream team video, the other commentators' English is much more native than mine, and so it is more difficult. But okay.
But how do you?
I think that probably something like 80% is in Italian. Something like that.
And my question would not be, how do you decide that you do a stream in English or in Italian? What are your criteria for that, for deciding?
Okay, if it is a stream team video, of course it is English. If it is a commented match with other Italian commentators, it is Italian for sure. Then if it is didactic video, it is Italian. I made just 1 or 2 didactic video in English. If it is a match that I comment as I am playing, because I think since maybe 3 years, every time I play online, I think as I am playing, and I register what I think. And it is usually nearly always in Italian. Just for StreamChamps, I am doing it in English. But sometimes, if for example, once I commented a match between 𝗏𝗁𝗍𝗃 and 𝗦𝘰𝗵𝗺𝗃. Once some other matches from very strong players. Sometimes I comment them in English. For example, if they are a match between Italian players, okay, it is in Italian. If it is between top players that I think other foreign viewers can be interested, maybe I do it in English. For example, sometimes I make commentaries of a match from World Online Champion. And let's say if I see a match between Dirk and some other strong player, okay, I watch it and I comment it, and usually in that case I do it in English.
Okay.
It depends.
Okay.
There is not a strict rule, but I decide from time to time as I think it is more interesting for viewers. Of course, if it is in Italian, for me it is easier. But okay, it is. I am learning to speak English and to understand English better with YouTube channel and with Stream Team, for sure.
Yeah, so for me, I have not found a solution yet to make everybody happy, or you cannot make everybody happy, but for me, I think English it's really important to learn, because when you go to tournaments, you have so much more possibilities to talk with friends or make new friends if you speak a second language. And English, most of the time you can talk to almost everybody and understand in English, so it's really worth to learn it. But
yes, for me the nice thing is that I have a very good English language mark. For the European level, it is C2, which means native speaker. But for grammar, okay, I think I am good. But with spoken English, and understanding native speakers, it is not easy at all for me. And it is the first time, especially, it was really painful with the Stream Team commentaries. For me, it was really difficult to understand what the other said.
Okay.
But it is interesting to learn, so it is a good opportunity, I think.
I think too, yeah. I think if you have any questions for me, we can go through. Otherwise, I would say we can go to our match. But
question, I would like to say that I appreciate a lot your work with Anki. It is really wonderful and really very, very useful. And I think that we'll speak about it more deeply, and not now, because I am not sure that viewers are very interested, but I think it is a wonderful way of learning.
Yeah, I'm
learning backgammon.
Totally convinced as well. So I will send you your €100 for this statement, as we agreed on, right? Yeah.
I usually, nearly always, I say what I think. So no, I am not saying it just because it is an interview in your channel, but it is
just joking.
Real. Yes, and I'll tell you what I am doing, because I am doing some work with Anki by my own, and I am curious to tell you what I am doing, and so I think we can speak about it and exchange ideas.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
very can be very useful for Anki and for YouTube channel too. I think we can cooperate much more. It is useful for both.
Yeah, so for me it was not about creating a product that I can sell. For me it was the idea was to find a method, because I want to get better in backgammon, and so I optimized this for myself. I'm using it every day, so and I'm enhancing it and extending it every few days, because you have always new ideas. But of course, it's always interesting if you collaborate, you will always get new ideas. So I'm looking forward to exchange ideas with you, obviously, with regarding Anki.
For sure, and I think you will be surprised if when I'll tell you what I am doing.
Okay. Good, then I think we start our match, if it's fine for you.
Okay, if viewers are not run away,
yeah, I think I don't know what's going on. I think there are not so many viewers today, if I see correctly, but I don't know if there are any big streams running now. But I'm a little bit surprised. Usually there are quite more. So 20 to 30.
Yes, but I am not a famous name.
No. That's not
against Birkle. It is different.
No. That's not the case. So Patrick is in the chat, yeah, my best friend and the moderator of the stream. Hi, Patrick. And yeah, then I would say we close the Zoom call and we
and move to heroes.
And we move to heroes, and let's see. I'm looking forward to see your video later.
Yes.
And yeah, and I'm looking forward to talk to you about the Anki stuff.
Okay.
So, at latest in Stockholm with some beers.
But I think it is better to speak with Zoom or Skype or something like that, because in Stockholm I know that during tournaments it seems you have time, but you are always busy and you can't do it with easy.
Yeah.
So I think it is easy to contact us, so we can find the best time to speak.
Okay, then we chat via Facebook, and I guess we will find an appointment pretty soon. No?
Okay.
Okay, then I wish you a good match. Easy decisions. Good dice.
Interesting decision, because it is interesting to learn. When it is very easy, you don't.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy because you learned already. That are quite satisfying situations when you know it's not. You would not say to a beginner, "This is easy. You should solve it." But you know, we are pretty confident. That's quite satisfying. But sometimes we all know it's hard.
It is easy. What you know, it is easy. What you don't know, it is really complicated.
Yeah.
Not only in backgammon.
Right. Okay, Gianlazzaro.
So let's go.
Good
to
match.
The match and good match.
See you soon.
See you.
Bye. So now let's switch and go to heroes. Let's see if I find Gianlazzaro. I think we have a room. I should have prepared it better. Let me check where the room is. And then we start pretty soon. StreamChamps. So we play a 7-point match with 2 minutes per point, which should give us not plenty of time, but usually enough time to comment a little bit. And yeah, and I will, after the match, I will download the match file and will then import it in XG, and we do a short, depending on my mood, more or less short analyzing. So you see now the heroes everything should be fine. And yeah, I will wish good match again and start. So 6-2, easy decision, hopefully not the last one. So I also implemented here my heart rate. Let's see if Gianlazzaro is jokering, if my pulse goes up. So 5 is fast and 6 is as good as fast. So the first game is always a little bit different than the others, because you have to somehow come in, and there is a thing called first game syndrome. So instead of talking and babbling, you should focus even more on the first game and not like I'm doing. But this should be fine, I hope. So 4-3, 2 options to enter. Can jump out to the bar point. What can I do on my side? I can hit. I have the slightly weaker board with the 4 instead of the 5 point. I'm ahead in the race. I should more try to raise. The 8 point is stripped. Yeah, why not jump out? So getting hit back is more hurting if you're already ahead in the race. Had my slightly weaker home board. Yeah, I hope it was fine. It's still only 8 checkers in the zone, so it should be okay. Another 7 is of course great. For 1. Looks like hitting on the 5. There are so many plots. If I enter on the 1, well, where can I play the 4? 8-4, 11-7, 39, all rubbish. So I have to enter with the 4. And then the ace is more or less forced. Of course, there's always this fear if you're playing for PR that you make a huge blunder and oversight. So I'm 30 pips ahead, many blots, high volatility. And yeah, he may get a back game if I hit and close. 5 point is strong, but he's already on the bar. There's a lot of action. How bad can it be to double here? Yeah, I found out, but what's not very unexpected, that most of my doubling errors came from when there was a relatively high volatility. So that was one of the things I worked on the last 1 or 2 weeks, is to extend the filter possibilities in Anki. So now I can get, for example, cube actions. Oh, I would have taken, to be honest, I think. So I can filter out cube actions with high volatility, for example, to practice them and things like that. So 4-2 should be another easy one. Make the 11. Never underestimate the power of the outfield points. Cannot hit. Ooh. I think I make the 16 point. Is there anything else? I could double hit, makes no sense. No, this is perfect. Even though I'm down, but there's enough contact. And I have to respect his stronger home board. So, mutual holding game. Usually you don't give any shots and wait for the big doubles. That's the simple game plan. And Gianlazzaro is obviously the favorite just because he's ahead in the race. That's it. That's how simple it is. I should remain contact. Or keep contact. I'm still down. I would also give up the 11 point now if I can. So with a 3-5 would be a good roll, just to create more flexibility. So double 4 does not work here. Oh, and now this one. Still pretty close, the brace. Yeah, why not keep the contact? Still down. So 5-4. I guess I have to give up the 9. Looks good. So big doubles would be nice. So what are the options? If I want, I cannot play from the 11. Makes no sense to give 14 shots. Then if I give a shot, I play this. I'm just 12 pips ahead. And these are 15 plus 5, 4 and doubles 3s. So 18, 15%, 50% hitters. So, but the other thing is, and now he has 2 blots, of course. The other option, this is a safe one. What will happen then? It will happen that he will run with the man on the midpoint. I can still improve my board. It's still a 4-point board. Just because of the 2 blots, should I run? And it's not Gin anyway. I have to solve this, so I don't think it's good to volunteer here. But of course, same as 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃 huge
Blunder potential.
same as leaving the anchor. Many times one of your choices or the wrong choice will be a blunder, or even many times a very big blunder. So now I'm slightly ahead, so I should reduce contact, but the good question is how to reduce it now. Yeah. Or should I just build a board? I cannot reduce the contact really good anyway, but so if I want to get more playable 6s, I think for reducing contact is this. Or usually you play from behind. But this leaves many more sixes, where I have to leave a shot next time. And I think this is the one. I'm 10 pips ahead. I don't. Yeah, I think I have more chances to not leave a shot next time. Huh? Oh, it's not so easy. So this is, yeah, what will happen? He will play something like here. But then he cannot volunteer a shot here, and he may get problems closing his board, but I may get problems next time here. Boy, it's too hard for me. I'd say it's the normal play is to reduce contact when you are ahead. Definitely blunder potential. So I could have made the 15 and the 10, then I would have blocked the double threes completely. So 12 pips. So now I'm on roll, 2 pips down. So I'm still 2 pips ahead. So I guess he should play something like 15, make the 15 and the 10 point, keep contact. Can also make the 12, but this looks good. Then he can still have enough contact and he can play from the 10 point. I liked his move. So now I think we try something like this. 4-2. Till I'm getting. Okay, this makes life easier, even though it hurts my game and match winning chances. At least for the par, it's good. And I think I'm ahead. What is going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So he's still four pips ahead after my move. But the problem is I cannot play something like this rubbish. And I cannot keep one blot here, so I have to play something like that. Better bad race than no race. Well, it's not the case here, but it hurts my race efficiency too much if I try to block, but I'm not really able to block, you know. Only the aces, and the aces are relatively bad anyway. So now I guess we will see a double. And I need around 8 pips, and these are 11. It's too much. 6, 8, 11. This should be a clear drop. Also at that score I can take a little bit deeper, but not so deep. I pass this. So even match score, I split them down with 4-3. Yeah, I think making the 2 point is the right play here. So double 5. Pretty sure that I have to. Wow, what am I doing? If I play something like that and then out, give him 4s, just 17 pips ahead. Why give him 4s? But the problem is that if I play safe, Yeah, I have one hand back. I want to play safe, so maybe even 11-6 now, huh? Instead of 13-8. Boah, that's hard. It's just 6-4 here. So I think, and stripping the mid, since I'm ahead, he does not want to jump out, so it's just a 6-4. And I have more return shots if he finds an 8. So, wow, that's a good shot. And I'm pretty sure that I have to make my 4-point after hitting. Hitting another checker, I think, is not the right idea. Especially since we have not cubed yet. So we have another pretty volatile position. So now I have a solid favorite, solid racing lead. One back checker worth 3. There's no advanced anchor. I have some pointing numbers, so this should be a clear double. I have the slightly better board. Let's ship it. But this time he will take, I'm pretty sure. But I cannot bluff him out. And he still has good chances to make an advanced anchor, and yeah, he has no man on the bar. Should be, in my book, a clear take. But I understand that the longer you look at it, the more you find things that may go wrong, and suddenly you are in passing territory. But look at my ugly 8-point. Of course, you can also argue I have 12 bad in the zone, but he has an anchor. Also, the 2-point board. Yeah. Maybe he will pass when he thinks so long. So at least it was not a bad double then, at least for practical purposes or reasons. Because if he's not bluffing, he is close to a pass, and then even though it would have not been a correct double, it was a good one in practice. Because of course, if it's a small no double and the opponent will pass, you know, have a big gain. But I think it was a double, so I was not playing games here with Gianlazzaro. I just think it's volatile enough to cube. And even though that his 2-point is not perfect, but it's still every checker is in the game, so to speak. If I attack and he can shoot back. Wow. Okay, let's see later. I would have taken this as the other one as well, but oh, what do I know? What do I know? So this one we hit, it should be clear. We can make the golden point. I guess I will block him here. Looks better. Even though opponent advanced anchor, we have to fight for an advanced anchor as well. But here this blocking point seems so strong to me that I hope that I will get a chance to split next time. But general rule is when opponent has an advanced anchor in the opening phase, you have to fight for one as well, which means splitting at least with a 2. Splitting with a 1 is usually not good enough. So we don't wait here for death. So we split now. And I guess we put the checker where they belong, no? Okay, usually it's better to make the 5 and not and leave the blood on the 4. But with the advanced anger, maybe. But usually it's better to make the 5, like Gianlazzaro played it. So 2 now. I have no sensible 5 other than jumping out. So plays almost by itself. I have to be a little bit careful with my time. So I should have 11 minutes left and I only have 7.5. So I have to speed up a little bit. Or speed up the cube. That would also solve. Or lose a gammon on the 2 cube. That would also solve my timing issues. So we escape here and oh, close race. Why should I could play something like that, but not against this strong front structure. Yeah, go with the cautious play. Yeah, he has positional advantages, definitely. Strong front structure, 10 checkers in the zone. He has the rack, he has the best anchor. I have blocked him with the bar point and the 10 point, so I think it was okay not to cube. One of the reasons that there's not much volatility. If we talked about volatility, or yeah, also say market losing sequences. So with a 6-4, would I have hit it? This is an easy one. It will not get any better if I stay back. And if he would not roll a 1, 3 or 6, 4, I would have pushed him in a holding game. And I just have to outroll him pip-wise. Now it's getting bad. He will definitely double this. And yeah, he's ahead in the race. He can prime, he can blitz. I have this 4-point block here against the anchor, but I have no board. So I think this is a clear drop. A clear drop. So 5 away, 5 away. One, 6. Another easy one. Yeah, usually I don't put much energy into thinking what I would do with my opponent's decisions, because it's hard enough to handle your own decisions. So it's a good, I think it's good to just save energy whenever possible, especially in online games where you don't have to check if opponent's action is legal. So what will I do? I make the 5 and this 3. I think so. I'm still down. Why should I? Oh, maximum pressure. Can't hit anything. Four, 3, looks like 9 and 5. Hitting makes not much sense, hitting on the ace. I often overlook these plays, but here with no extra bloods, this looks like normal move. So 6-3 will jump out to the 15. But I still have inner board control. The game is still fine, even though I prefer to hit, and I hit. Even though I have to give up my anchor. So if he... Would this be a double if he danced? Probably a little bit too aggressive. Huh? 5 away, 5 away. But I was lucky. Gianlazzaro saved my decision by not dancing. So I have to hit. That's clear. And then why not do something like that? Now it's a double if he dances. Huh? Yeah, now it's a clear double. So 1-3 is a good entering number. No matter if he plays 8-5 or 13-10. I would play 8-5, I think. Because maybe I will attack and then it's not so good when you have another blot around. But I can't attack, but I don't want to. I can just make my bar point. That is nice. So can't jump out. Can't jump out. I can attack. Attack a blot, prime and anchor. What is the alternative? Alternative is I don't want to give up the midpoint, so I can only play something like that. And he can improve his prime. But I think the best idea is we're ahead in the race, so I think we should blitz. Try to blitz. And now we are far ahead. If I roll a 3, I'm losing my market. A 3 followed by a dance is a huge market loss. And I have 11 in the zone. Blitzing is okay, but he's a strong prime. But I often overestimate opponents' primes. But if I roll a 2 or a 3 and he dances, my market is lost. Huh? Let's ship it. When in doubt, ship it. I often overestimate primes. Maybe now I've underestimated it. I don't know. But at least I will make a different mistakes. You should not make the same mistakes over and over again. Make something else. There's enough to choose from. And for practical reasons, because he seems to be a little bit cautious. Even though if it's no double, yeah, I got away with it. But I think it was. I hope it was one of these typical volatile doubles that I usually miss. And maybe here he was right in passing, but I would have taken. But I'm taking almost anything. I learned this from 𝗏𝗁𝗏. You have to be a taker. So 4 away, 5 away. Means in gammonish positions I can double more aggressive. My doubles are more effective than opponents. Gammonish doubles. But let's see if I can get into a gammonish position. So 2-4 would be cool, but this may be a gammon go player, if at all. But of course, this is way too strong to jump to the edge of the prime here and make the golden point. But you never know. So 2-4, we could make the 4. Still, I'm pretty sure we have to send a man back, and then, yeah, it's just 3-6 and 4-5 should be worth it. Would be a good, interesting decision here at this score if he would have danced. If this is a double, definitely too early for me at neutral score. Maybe it was a double at that score. But lucky me, Gianlazzaro solved my problem by entering. So, wow, it's very volatile, but I don't think that this can be a cube. This now looks like simple double hit. It's the safest, and it may turn out into a blitz. Slightly ahead. 11 men in the zone. It's a blitzy position here. 4 points win the match. And he's very cautious, so let's ship it. Of course, it would be very unlucky if he would take this and then lose the match with Backgammon. But you never know. So I can make the ace point. I think I should. I think my double may have been stronger than it looked, but I don't know. Still, now we have to blitz, not many options. So 6 is clear, and the 2, yeah, I have to go for it. I cannot play 8 to 6, so and 6 to 4 is an overplay, so I have to hope for another dance, collect the blots, and win a G. So much for that plan. One is forced, and 6 doesn't go here. 8 to 2 is bad. Jumping out to the 14 cannot be really right, huh? So time check. 4 and 5. It's 9. I should have 9 minutes, and I have 6. Yeah, I guess he will make the 10 and then 13 to 7, even though he cannot cover the blot on the 2. And hitting on the ace, I don't think that it's right. So I would play something like and prepare my redouble. Making the 10, 13 to 7, and then if I don't roll an ace or on 7, hitting 7, then Gianlazzaro is in redoubling territory. Yeah, I think that's it, huh? I know you decisions like that, you think there should be something better. But I think this was the best, and lucky me. It's better than hitting from the 20, I'm pretty sure. Wow, what a comeback. So if we would have not performed, it would have been an easy or direct way to win the match with Backgammon. And now I'm losing the game and may even lose a gammon. But that was not the idea. So I'm 18 down. I have these gaps on my 4 and 3 point, which means if I hit something, I have still huge problems in containing him. So I think this is a clear drop if he cubes. And yeah, my take point is higher as well. I think around 13%. And this should be a clear pass. So 4-way, 3-way. Still in a situation where I want, where I want to cube early in gammonish positions. Which means after a bad response, this should already be a cube. But this definitely does not count as a bad response. So gammons are out, so I should be even more cautious, and aces are not very helpful. So 7 minutes, and I have 6, so my time-ish problem is solved partly. So 2 and 7, 6, or 4, 3 should not be a big difference, I think. Of course, 6 checkers on the 6 are bad, but the checker on 3 is worse placed on the 3 than on the 4, so I hope it was right. Not so easy, you know. I can make the 3-point, or I can try to play something flexible here. Maybe this is the most flexible with my racing lead. Even though I don't like to switch from 4 to 3, or XG does not like it very often. Let's see. So 8 is not good, but at least I can make a decent board now. Don't think it was right to leave my anchor with no board at all. The hits are too awful. So now we wait for the double, the usual mutual holding game strategy. First big double usually wins. Yeah, not only. So I guess this is more or less forced. Oh, I guess maybe making the 2-point or playing 2 from the 8. We both run out of timing, which is not so unlikely if the pip count is so close. Yeah, what's an idea? 2, so la la. 6 to 3. Something like that. I don't want to leave too many blots in my home board because he may give me a shot opportunity. So I should play relatively tight, I think. So if he has to leave a shot or if he volunteers, then I want to be able to win after a hit. So 3-1, okay. This is possibility A with 1 blot. Aces and deuces to cover. And this, duplicate my own 2s. He does not have to leave a shot, except for if he was a 6-1. Or a 5-1. How hurtful is it? Wow, not easy. That's not easy. Phew. I don't know. Oh, 5-3. What should I do now? I'm ahead, so I have to run here, huh? Since I did not hit. This does not make any sense if you're ahead in the race, I think. So Any other options? No, not really. So these are 3s, 2-1 is 13, and 6-4 is 15, and 5-5 is 16 hitters. And how do I play next from here? I have these two blots which are ugly. Puh. Not an easy decision. Yeah, my board looks too weak after that. Huh? Puh. Not easy for me. I was not far ahead, so this was, but it was not easy to play in the next roll. Huh? So 7 pips down. I have this rubbish board. I need a little bit more than usual to take. I think live take went around 25. Rubbish board, 7 pips ahead already. Oh, and I cannot win so easily even if I hit. I think I'll let this one go. One of my weaknesses is one checker on the bar against a 4 or 5 point board. I think 7 pips may be takeable with a little bit better front position, but it was so weak. So this is almost gammon go, which means I think we should deviate and not play 13-7 and play this. And after a bad roll, he's hitting. I didn't see that car can hit. After non-hit, this would be a cube. But after I hit, so normally it would be a good idea to make the opponent's anchor, but I think at this match score we should be a little bit more aggressive. So now, out by 8 point. I think in the first round of the StreamChamps I made the mistake when I played against John. I managed to miss several cubes at 4-away, 2-away, which turned out very bad for my PR. I think I played a 10 or something like that. So really bad. So what will I do? If he... Now this is always a cube at 4-away. This is always a cube at 4-away, 2-away, I think. It cannot be so bad to cube here. Yeah, I think something like 6-3 or 6-2 and a dance. I think at this score are huge market losses. You can also enter on the 23 and hit on the 5, but this is even more volatility. So I definitely should cube this at 4-away, 2-away. So should be a good double at 4-away, 2-away, but still a take, of course. Of course, would it be a money game cube or a 0-3 at a 7-point match? It would not be a cube, or no. So most likely it's a take here. If you lose a gammon, so let it be. So I think clear double at this score, or relatively clear, or good mistake if you don't cube, because you have the 5 point, the opponent has nothing. But I think you cannot pass everything. You need to pass a lot of things. Huh? So you have a take point of 20%, and for each gammon the opponent wins, you have to win one more percentage point. So if he thinks I'm winning 25% gammons, he needs 45% games. Yeah, but I'm on the bar, not he is. So I think, how many gammons do I have? 22? And then he needs 32, and he has 32%. So, okay. Now 3 away, 2 away. Still should be quite aggressive with the cube. Even though the gammon price is only 0.5 and not 1.0, like in 4.2, 4 away, 2 away. That is nice. That's not a good one as well. But at least, yeah. The leader in the match, of course, loves making advanced anchors even more than usual. And the trailer, like me here, is not so happy when the opponent has this advanced anchor, just because I cannot give an efficient cube here, or an aggressive cube, which you like as a trailer, to catch up with a gammon win. It's not possible here. So I'm down in the race, so I can... Well, I don't see any alternative here. So as long as there are no extra higher gammon chances, I will have to cube quite normal. I'm not super aggressive. So now, should I slot any homeboard points? Yeah, maybe. I'm down, so why run out? Better slot a point, huh? To make it more dangerous for him to run from the anchor. Hope this makes sense. This 3 is strong, and I'm still pretty down. 62 is... Now I think I can jump out. Huh? Makes more sense. He has to give up the midpoint to hit. Yeah, I'm far down in the race. This helps a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 18, 18. How can I keep contact? So he's ahead. I want to keep contact, but how can I keep contact? Maybe like that, huh? Yeah, and at this score, I want to have more action here, huh? What are the other possibilities? Yeah, this just helps the leader, huh? I don't know. Could also play something like that. But this looks also weak somehow. Just the 2s. You can play from here. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a blunder. Especially at that score, but the other play looked also a little bit weird, huh? So I want to volunteer shot, then I would do something like that. I think he's too strong already. I don't want to give him a shot. Yeah, how can I get more contact value when he has the golden point? I don't know. We will see in the analyzing section of this video. So 6-4. What should I do? He has a very strong board, so I should not give him a shot. And he has to play something. At least he has to reduce contact. He now gives up the midpoint, I guess. Yeah, he can even. He's ahead in the race, but slightly. Well, not really. So I would try to exploit my two homeboard weaknesses and play. If he would be ahead in the race, he could play from the 18 point, but I think it does not make much sense here. So I can build a board. That is good. But of course, I have my problems clearing the contact, and the race is far from clear. I'm even down in the race, which is not good. So I think I keep my board and play the ace from here. I don't want to destroy my board. What are the possibilities? No, I don't want to destroy it. And now I have a chance, better chance to find a safe play now. So 6-4. Now, guess he has to break his board. There's not much volatility, so I cannot. So, no, the race is still close. I cannot play this, huh? Can I play this? 11 strong hits? No, I don't think. I hate to break my board, but so I have to really be careful with my time. 1 minute 46 seconds left. So 3-2, I still don't want to volunteer. Against a 5-point board, I cannot make any experiments here, I think. So now I play a 7. One checker into my home board, then he leaves a shot, and then I can cube. That's the idea. First part worked. Second part, not so much. So no QB. No QB. Yeah, I have a tick point of 25%, even though I have a automatic redouble. So, yeah. This is maybe a double, but he has a little bit more wastage. He has 2 more on the ace point. But the cube is dead. So this might very well be just a double and a take. And it will finish the match. 4 pips. And I may have a minor issue with my open 5-point. No, definitely a cube. You should not be afraid of the automatic regroup. It's an illusion that the opponent can take more. He can take less. Because I need 25%, because that's what I have left when at 1 away, 3 away Crawford. So. And now, of course, it's a monster drop. Okay, but the good thing for him is that I have not so much time. So now it's a Crawford game, and gammons do not count. So it's more or less like a DMP. And maybe a DMP, a play like that might be right, but still, I don't know. I'm not sure. I should know it because I have studied the stuff, but so do I blitz or do I make a pure play on the DMP? Or do I play something like that? It's not so easy. There's a lot of possibilities to anchor here. Aces, deuces, in combination of high. Still ahead. Not so sure. So now we make the board and then I guess we play pure. So here's an anchor, which is quite good for him, and I can remake my 8 point. Why not? So for 3, I definitely should hit on the DMP. I don't think I play something like that. Oh, I need structure. I need structure. Oh, I think I can escape easily. 13-8 or 15. Maybe just run. Play it simple. So if I win a gammon, Gianlazzaro just loses his free drop in the next game, because we directly go to real DMP. So what can I do here? I'm not afraid of the back game, no? Am I? Should I? Against back game, always not so easy. It's DMP, I think. I don't hit, because you may get a playable back game if I hit. So, or a back game with a decent timing. But even though I started Dirk's Anki theme deck against back game, it's still a tough topic for me, as many others are as well. So 6-5 is still not good. He has 2 blots. Can I do something extraordinary? What is extraordinary here? I don't know. Cannot play 2 down, no? Phew. So 51 seconds, a little bit of stress because we may get another game, but at least we don't get any cube decisions or any real cube decisions. For 3, another 𝗚𝗏𝗧𝗧. Yeah, these gaps on my 5 point and a little bit on the bar point. He has quite a lot of shot equity, and it looks like he will have a strong front position when he gets his shot. It's not looking good for me here. So it's very likely that I will have to leave a shot next time. I can even strengthen his board more. And now I have to give the shot. Can play safe. So I will hit. So at least the 𝗀𝗂𝗁𝗏𝗃 is gone, but still this empty 5 point is quite annoying. And it makes it not so easy to come home safe, or especially to clear the 8 point safely. But we just need some luck. Just need some luck. I was afraid that that I have only 1-3 to play. If I would have taken 2 checkers off, that's why I was not taking checkers off, even though it may hurt when you get hit later that you have fewer men off. That was the reason for not taking 2 checkers off, because the second 3 did hurt. And you see now I have really an issue. I have only 1 checker off when I now have to leave a shot. But lucky me, he did not hit, and we get to our final game. Or if he uses the free drop, then it's the next to final game. I should make a greedy barrel, which I usually do. No, I'm really lucky. Yeah, doubles, doubles, doubles. So he should split, not play down. Low volatility because... Oh, I double anyway. I'm talking rubbish. So he has an advantage, so he has to take. So we have double match point. Final game, folks. Final game, 6-1. Makes the bar, should be clear. Make the 5 is easy, and then a double match point. Do I really want to make the 22? Yeah, why not, huh? Why not? Yeah, good running chance from the 22. Why not? Why should I advance and risk getting attacked? Yeah, I would take double 6 as well. So now I want to make my prime. So I think I play like that. I could also play 13 to 10. Keep another 3-6. Is this way better? It's unclear. Maybe it's better because of the blood, huh? Why not? And I get better chances of making my 9 point, because now I have 2 covering numbers. So I have my 5 prime. I want to go there, and then how many did I have? 1. Can even create another builder. Why not? Why not? He has this blood in the home board. Why not play super pure? So 30 seconds left. 3-2. Not so good, but pooh, at least not a 3-6. That would be painful. Now I have to attack. So let's hope he doesn't roll a 7. Now the 3-6. Wow, yesterday's roll. But it's still not so easy for me to contain him. Then we play the hit here. Make the prime. Cannot be too bad. So not a good time to dance, because it may get a little bit problematic. Because now he has time. In theory, he needs around about 6 rolls to escape with his last checker against this indirect 5 prime. The problem is I have 2 or maybe 3 on the bar next time. Well, I would have played 63. Oh, this 2s were duplicated. Okay, right. And it was well played. Now I have to switch him. Anything may happen here. 6 and 6, 6. I don't know. Hope I can attack now. I can't. That's not good. That's not good. I can't attack. Ooh, wow, that was lucky. That was super lucky on my side. Oh, 6 and oh, double 6 leaves a shot, huh? No, what can we do? 4 or 5. Should I have taken a check off? I don't know. I'm leaving a shot. Oh, I got missed. Oh, that was lucky that I won this one. Well, I assume that I will win it. Then I will download the match, and after a short break we will do the analyzing of this match. Okay, quite a good match from me, 3.3 and 7.3 for Gianlazzaro. I think it was the cube action. We will see very soon. Let me open the match in XG. And we will very soon take a look at it. Yeah, we see one of my doubles was too soon. We see it already. 4.45 millipoint error for doubling. And I guess it was a double and not a no double. But we will see. So we need to wait a few more seconds, and then we will close my heroes in the background, and then we can focus on the XG analyzing. We'll just take a few more seconds, and then we have at least a world-class analyzing. To be honest, I feared that I may mess it up today because I played really well the last few matches. So in the last 32 matches, I played slightly under 4, which is yeah, brutally good for my overall, which is slightly under 5. So of course with a 3.1, I'm very happy. And we will go now through the match. Not only blunders, we go through the whole match, of course. So 6-2 was clear. 6-2 hit and split was also clear, even though it's yeah. If you hit from the 8 point, you play another checker down from the mid, and if you hit from the midpoint, you split. That's a common rule. So 6-5 just hits back. The 2-1 was pretty obvious. to come in and fight for the valuable 5 point. Then 2 double twos was pretty clear. Entering, making the 4 and then the 11. Why not? 2-1 hits and makes the 5. Also quasi forced. 4-3 jumps out. Was that? I saw no other alternative. 6-3 if you're ahead in the race. So I'm 12 ahead plus the 7. I'm 19 ahead. So the hitting hurts if I hit from 6-3 and if I got hit back. So yeah, and I have the slightly weaker board, and yeah, so it was pretty logic for me to jump out. And so I'm always happy if I have my reasoning, if XG agrees. But sometimes you have to do something and you're just guessing because you have no good reasons, and then it's more or less luck if you make the right decision. But it's always nice if you have your reasons and then it turns out that XG agrees. At least for me, that's quite satisfying. 6-1 hits back is clear. 5-1. Yeah, has to give up the 8 point. What else should he do? Not nice, but at least he has a slightly better board with the 5 point. And he is far behind in the race already, so what can he lose? So 4-1, I already mentioned during the match, was quite without any real alternative. So 6-6 dancing, and then oh, I did not expect this. Wow, okay. But this obviously is one of my many weaknesses, that I miss play-ons way too often. And here, when you go back to the point where I played this, you saw that I did not mention playing on at all. I think was it this one where I said I would have taken? Or was it the next one? I think maybe, and that would be a huge blunder. Huh? Well, this is sometimes where you have PR luck, when you just got the right decisions, and the decisions that you would have messed up was the one that the opponent had to decide. I'm not quite sure. Did I say easy take? Do someone in the chat remember? So then shame on me if it was the case, because the pass is monstrous. No, I did not say easy take. No, I don't think so. I hope not. I will find out later. But of course, if I would have found, my opinion was that it's a pass, you should always think about, if you think it's a clear pass, you should always take the next step in your procedure. Think about, may it be too good. Obviously, even though if you would have known it's a play on for 45, yeah. You see here, XG gives us this valuable number. This on the final line on the XG analysis, this 11.3, which means if you estimate that 11.3% of your opponents would take this, then it would be technically correct to double, even though it's technically a 45 millipoint error to double. Anyway, I think I was a little bit lucky that this was not my decision. And okay, the key is here 49%, 39% gammons here. That's what makes it so not so easy to take. Huh? But I would have fallen in love with my 5 point. I'm not sure. I may have taken this. So very well done, Gianlazzaro, and I criticized you for being too passive. I hope it was not this situation, but I fear it may be. So this point goes to Gianlazzaro. So 6-2, easy peasy. 5-2, it's quite standard against the big splits to hit with 5-2, hit and split with 5-2 and 5-4. 4-2, 18-16 would have been better. Okay. That's player I really would not find because I love my outfield points, and I'm not really ahead in the race. Yeah. I'm slightly, technically, yeah. 6 pips ahead. Opponents on roll, which is worth 4 pips, so technically I'm 2 pips ahead. But yeah, XG likes it pretty clearly, this one. Duplicating 4s, which hit on the 4 point and hit on the 9 point. Oh, it's hard for me to find. It's not a big deal anyway. So I love my outfield points, which are usually quite worthwhile or quite valuable, so you should make them. Okay, 5/5 is pretty much clear here. 5/2, that was lucky. I can save both back checkers because now opponent has a blitzing structure, so having blots is not so good. So 6/5 makes the anchor. Now we have one of these classical mutual holding games. Let's see if we find something. You can mess up checker play as well. So it's really a good idea to study these because they come up so often. It's not so cool and exciting like back games maybe, but it has much practical value because yeah, they come up very often and you can easily make checker plays 40, 50, 60 millipoint errors. So study them. So 8/4, 6/3, okay. Opponent will not leave a shot. They should always be aware, are there immediate shot leaving numbers? If not, then it's not important to have the best board next time, but the best board in 1 or 2 rows later. And if you play something like that, you slot everything and have more flexible. Here I stripped my 8 point, which means 6/1 is an immediate shot leaving number. It's one of the reasons. I made my board because I thought, yeah, let's better have a board if you get a shot, but yeah, the opponent does not have to leave a shot, I think, with any number. So yeah, only a small thing, but could easily be avoided. So 4/4, yeah, there is not really an alternative, I think. 3/1 from Gianlazzaro. It's also quite clear. 5/4. Okay, now here he gives up the 8 point and slots the next point. Interesting. Maybe we plus it quickly. It's hard to find because you always have fear that you're leaving shots, so you don't like to create gaps here. But yeah, XG likes it here to go to final, makes a strong point and slots the next one, even though you have more shot leaving numbers maybe, but maybe it's an illusion, I don't know. But obviously we humans don't like gaps here, especially if I'm ahead in the race, even ever so slightly. I'm ahead. He's on roll and I'm 6 pips ahead, so technically I'm 2 pips ahead. Yeah, I did not even consider this. Anyway, it's not a big deal. 3/1 is not so interesting. 6/4. Yeah, even though he has 2 blots. Ah, okay. XG wants me to volunteer. I was too afraid of the 4-point board. Oh, well, it's a pretty clear mistake here, according to XG. Okay. Yeah, but per now, per later, another topic which is, I think, quite difficult. Also because it's mostly very tactical, where I have to calculate a lot of things. Maybe that's another reason why we don't like it, because we have to put energy into it to find a good, or to be able to make a very educated guess, so to speak. So this is not very interesting. I think the 5-1. Let's just skip this. Oh, this 1-1. What is the best play? Okay, XG likes to make the strong board because we cannot reduce the contact very much anyway. So why not make the best board in case the opponent has to leave a blot? Huh? That's the idea. I knew this also, but was not able to judge this properly. Huh? And luckily, it was pretty close. So more or less borderline decision here. Okay. But at least it's good when there are borderline decisions when you had to think about it. Huh? If you think it's super clear that it's borderline, you have not understood the position. It was just luck that you made the right decision or that you could not make a mistake. But if you think it's super clear and the other one is a blunder and they are tied, then you better work on this position or type of position, because you definitely, even though you made no mistake, you are not an expert in this type of position. So 3-3, well played by Gianlazzaro. Yeah. 4-2, close technical stuff here, not very. 5-5, great shot. 3-3, yeah, I cannot stay back, makes no sense. XG agrees. 3-3 again. 4-1, and then clear drop. Yeah, that was clear. I mentioned something like 8 point of last take is 8 pips. Usually you can just take 10% of the leader pip count and add 2, and that's your point of last take. So here 61, which means 6.1, 8.1, and here it's 11. So it should be clear that it's a clear drop, and XG agrees here. I only have 17%. Game number 3, shorty. And another good, I see it already, another good pass by Gianlazzaro. I think I criticized him again. Why did I not keep my mouth shut? I said it, that I usually don't comment on opponents' decisions. Why did I do it? It was just making a fool of myself by doing that. Sometimes you have just to keep poker face and just try to give the try to work for the illusion that you are understanding everything, and just nod and say, well done. Anyway, so 4-3, it's super close, we know, and 6 away. There's no reason that it should be different. Oh, running, he prefers running here. Okay. Oh, 5-5. This was a big mistake here. Wow. 5-5. Yeah, I was not sure. So he stays back. Okay. Interesting. Let me check this on ++. So I really only did evaluate what were my considerations? This one. Yeah, let's go to final position. I did not like this one. So I did not like number 5. No, this was my decision. Okay. And I think I thought about this one. Why not leave a shot? Why leave a shot here would have been better. But I did not think about number 1 and number 2. This was not on the board. So this is very, very bad if you don't even consider the best move. So I did not even have it on your candidate list. And that's one of the most typical type of errors or reasons for errors or blunders, that you did not misjudge it, but you did not see or consider it really the best move. Okay, bad technique to not look at it. I don't know if I was fallen too much in love with escaping from the 21. The problem is the thing is, it's quite strong. I built my board. I have now a slightly better board. Yeah, I have 11 checkers in the zone. So for the opponent, it's quite difficult to split because I have huge blitzing power. And I have also, since I have the 3-point, not the 2-point, a little bit of priming value. And against priming, he wants to split, but he cannot split, or it has its drawbacks because of the blitz value of black's position. And on the other side, the opponent has only 8 checkers in the zone. So they are not in my blood on the 21 point is not really in danger. I was just focusing too much on the pip count. And as I often say, if you are basing your or reasoning for your position is only one topic, if you say it's because I have an anchor or because I'm down in the race, then it's very likely that you are messing it up, because usually you need at least 2 features or 3 which play an important role for a decision. And here I was more or less, I said, I played 21 to 11 because I'm ahead in the race, and that's where errors come from. But if you know it, you can try to make it better next time. If you know your biases and your typical errors, you can work on it and get better. So let's go back to the arrows. So for 1, well played here, to slot and not to split. Very well done. Double 2, a double hit was another pretty clear error. And what should I say? I'm just not good enough for this position to recognize that the simple play or the beginner's play of hitting everything is here clearly best. We will not solve it now. I have to work on this, that's for sure. And that's, since it's a 50 millipoint error and it's still in the opening phase, it will automatically enter my personal Anki deck. So I will get a chance to understand it later. 5-3 enters and then double pass. Another good pass. Wow. I really have to apologize. So if you see the video later, Gianlazzaro, I'm pretty sure that I criticized this and said I would take this. And it was another pretty clear pass. So very well done, Gianlazzaro. I really had the impression that he was too passive with the cube, and this one definitely I argued and said I would have made a different choice and taken it. He outplayed me here clearly. Wow. I was too proud of myself because I did make quite an progress in my cube action, but if you get too confident and enjoy yourself too much, it may hurt. You have always tried to stay on the bottom and realize that your next blunder will, no matter how much you practice and no matter you have played maybe a few games before, the next blunder is always around the corner. And if you lose a little bit of focus, you are ready to mess it up. So always be focused, always stay humble, and realize that it's so easy to mess it up, and you need your full focus and your full energy to be able to avoid as many blunders as possible. So 2-1 was an easy one. 5-4 I did. I did not like it, not because it's a bad play, because it hurts my winning chances, this golden anchor. 2-1. Yeah, I said we have to fight for an anchor, but it was so challenging for me, or so promising looking, to make this blocking point, and XG agrees. But you see, the splitting plays are not so far away, because this general concept in the opening opponent advanced anchor, then you have to fight for it. And it's always dangerous to find the exceptions. So, but here it seems to me really, but you see, it's still close. The splitting place, because it's so important. Because when you stay here back, you are just positionally, you are outplayed. So 6-4, you could also play 2 down. Okay, not a big deal. 4-2. Here it was clear. Now I have to fight, and then 6-4. No, just play natural and unstack your 6 point. 6-5. What I said. Usually it's really, even so you want to play even more safe when you have an advanced anchor, it's really very often when in this type of position it's correct to make the 5 and leave the 4 points slotted instead of playing a pick and pass. And again, you see here, it would have been a blunder. So really you have to find a very good reasons to not make the 5 point here and make the safe play. Yeah, that's really not an exception. So 5-2, we jump out to the bar point. Pretty obvious move. I think. Okay, this was a small double. Not a big one. Also, again, with a high volatility, then you don't bleed. Yeah. The more volatility you have, the less equity you need for a good double. And vice versa. So 5-2. 6-4 and then hit. Wow, this is another not so easy decision here, right? But you go for the hit here. Cube still in the middle. Difficult one for me. I'm pretty sure that I would have made the same blunder as Gianlazzaro. It's so natural, and of course we now see the numbers. We could easily argue why this is better, but I think it's at least a very hard play, hard move to find this one instead of this one. Okay, nothing intelligent to say, so I go to the next one. 5-4 escapes, right? 3-2, nothing special. 6-3 runs out, hoping for a miss. It was clear, yeah. 6-3 hits and down. 5-4. Yeah. Okay, so obviously Gianlazzaro has the same issue as I have. I don't know if he thinks I may take it, but it's a pretty clear play on here. So at least your decision-making progress should be like, okay, this is a double, okay, and if it's double, is it a clear drop? Yeah, should be the next question. If you have made your decision that you will double, or that you are good enough to double. And if you say it's a clear drop, an easy drop, then you should think about playing on for the gammon. But I'm honest, I would not have found this one as well. But it's definitely something I have to work on. So 6-3, 5-4. 3-1 is forced. 4-1 slotted. Yeah, nice. Even though the passive play is not so bad as well. 15-10. Double 3. Standard, making 5 and 3, executing pressure, since I cannot hit anything there. 3-1 covers, makes a 5 and covers, hides the blot. Nothing special, I think. 4-3, 39-8-5. Yeah. Standard, nothing special. 6-3 runs, 6-2 hits. 4-3. Jumps out. Yeah, well done, because you cannot stay on the 4 point, because then my attackers are way stronger. So you jump out. Well done. Even so, maybe not so easy to find when you are down in the race. Very good move. 4-3. 39 is better after hitting. Okay. I did not even consider this. 39 obviously is a strong outfield points and connected to the open point. My open 4 point. I did not want him to give him the sixes from the bar. For me, this was pretty clear. Twos are duplicated, entering and hitting here. Wow. No idea why this was the case. Another thing I should work on. So 3-1 enters. 4-3 makes the bar is clear. 6-1. 5-4. Okay. I have no chance for priming, so I have to go for the blitzing. Well, priming would have been horrible, huh? Because you're totally out primed, so to speak, huh? If you try something like this. He has way better chances to improve his prime. He has a better prime already, so it's huge. So if you are playing according to the wrong game plan, then it usually gets very expensive. Huh? Okay, so I did hit, he danced, and I doubled. So I hope I did say here I would take this as well. Yeah, I think, yeah, I should. So one time I criticized Gianlazzaro's passes correctly. So this was a clear take. But the other two, Gianlazzaro was clearly right to drop. Okay. Game number 6. 6-1, 3-1, 4-1 is clear, 5-2 is clear, 3-1. Thanks, also clear, 4-2. Yeah, it's way better than the 4 point. I mentioned it during the game. 5-4 escapes, 4-2 hits, and plays 13-9. Yeah, not really an alternative available. 4-4, and I'm still missing these cubes, huh? 4 away, 5 away. It's clear cube here. Blunder not to double, huh? Because of the partly because of the score. Let me check. Let me check how it would be for money. Yeah, let me show you. So you see on the right side, you see the cube action. It's a small no double at money game, and it's a huge double. Well, that's exactly what I said, but I missed it anyway. But at this score, at 4 with 5 away, your Gammonish cubes are way more powerful. So as you can see here, there's a 100 millipoint difference from a neutral score to this one. So this is a very important score to remember. It comes up very frequently, and yeah. So the doubles from the 4 away player are way stronger, also with Gammon potential, way stronger than the doubles from the 5 away versus 4 away. Even though he threatens to come to Crawford, but we threaten now to come to match win, which is way more powerful. Getting to Crawford is super cool, but getting to match win is even cooler. Okay, so I did not find this one. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Okay. So 5-3 I did double hit, which was clearly correct. Yeah, not much alternative. 5-3 entering. And here a double. It's almost a pass here, huh? You see? We can check now again. So it's borderline here. Completely borderline at this score. And now you will see it's an easy take at at money game or at a neutral score. To show you this. Right side, same position, but at money game. So it's a super easy. And yeah, now you see you see even more clearly how powerful gammonish cubes are at 4/5 away, just because at other scores where you are 4 away as well. So isn't it huge, huh? But the trailer here at 4/5 away, it turns out from a 264 millipoint super easy take to a completely borderline decision. That's the cool thing about match backgammon. There are so many things that are so super interesting, and not everything is super intuitive. So it's really fun to learn this stuff. So 6-4 makes the ace, 6-2 jumps out, 5-1. I have to attack. So I'm in a good position. Now I did hit, and I should even slot. Wow, that was too much for me. That 8-6 is no option. That was clear, but I should play even more aggressive. Wow. You see, final position, slotting instead of just playing a builder down. Wow. So 3-1 enters and hits. 6-1 at least enters, but it's not good for me. Yeah, 6-6. Yeah, Gianlazzaro was thinking for quite a while, but there's nothing better, and you don't need anything better, huh? Because you have the cube on your side. And yeah, luckily I rolled a 6-1 here. Hit and out, and I thought I got him now and can win the match with a gammon. So I dance now, and then hitting the other blot, and then realizing the match victory with a simple gammon. But bam, double 4. Great. 6-5 entering, and then monstrous pass. And even almost too good, you see. Even though you have an anchor here, because there's not much that can go wrong. Most of the time, you just cube me out next time. But maybe Gianlazzaro has seen what I have taken in the past, so I have taken worse things than 674 millipoints, so... But not today. Okay. 4-away, 3-away, 5-4, double 6, and he made the anchor, which was quite annoying for me, and double ace is a little bit awkward. 2-1, makes the 5, slots the 4, 2-1, oh, nothing special. 7-4, 2-1, 8-5, and 4-1, yeah, it's pretty boring. Pretty boring decisions here, I think. Even though they're alternatives, but they make not big difference. So 6-1, 6-3 makes the 4-4-3. Just play safe. Yeah, I may have made the same. And here you can play more aggressive because of my weakness. In my home board, you can play even more aggressive. Maybe I cannot hit with every ace here. Okay, I most likely would have missed this one as well. So 6-3, 6-4, 2-1. Wow, this is even a blunder. You see these mutual holding games and homeboard distribution. Dirk has made a known deck regarding homeboard distribution, what he called homeboard distribution. Wow, 90 millipoint error in such a harmless position. Of course, I know that this looks prettier. Yeah. but you leave 2 plots, and maybe if he rolls a 6-1, there are some immediate shots. Either if he runs from here or from here. So I think this is not an easy decision here. So you can easily blunder here in a very simple position. You have to learn this stuff, and yeah, that's why there are so many things to learn. That's why you should, if you want to get really good, you should study 95% and play 5%. So 6-3, wow, blunder out of thin air, a blunder. At least for me, it was out of thin air. I did not see this one coming. Sometimes you say, you know that when you don't know, so unsure about decisions, you know, okay, and then it's not so surprising if you later found out that it was a blunder. But this one, I did not see it coming. And another one. Here I decided between this. I had it on the board. Again, the same. Yeah, it's more or less the same problem. I was not ready to leave 2 plots because I overestimated the immediate shot danger or shot potential. Horrible. Almost another blunder. How we say in German, 𝗍𝗃𝗃. Okay, but at least it fits the theme or the saying that in mutual holding games, you got this type of decisions, and they're not so super easy, and you can even blunder, as you can have seen in the previous one. So they are really worthwhile studying because they come up so often, and you can mess it up. And people often think, you can only mess it up in back games or in things like that, or prime versus prime. Of course, they are super interesting and they are maybe more complicated, but they do not come up so often. So it's way more interesting. Well, for practical purposes, you should study the opening phase and things like mutual holding games. There's a lot of potential to get better there. So 8-5, yeah, nice play. Yeah. Beginner might have played 5-2. Yeah, so this is a really nice find, even though I have only one checker. See, it's always easy to overlook if you go through and see, oh, it's super clear. The next best move is. But on a bad day, I'm honest, on a bad day, I'm playing 5-2, maybe. Raise your hand if you have 0% of playing 5-2 on a bad day. Or some may even play it in a good day. So 5-3 was not super clear, but at least I made the right decision here to, even though I had to give here, I think it was 18 shots. Every 3, 2, 1, and 3 tens. 13, 16 hits, yeah. But the problem is after a play like that, how do you continue? I would not have played that way. I would have played this one. If I go wrong, I go wrong a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm a little bit proud that I found this one. 5-1, dancing, double. What was that? This is another thing. Yes, I found the pass here, but I did not expect that it was 1533 millipoint pass. Of course, it's a match score thing again. I think it will not be a take, but it will be not so costly if you take this for money. I think. No, it's a big thing anyway. Okay. It's still an 1100 millipoint error. And here it's 1500. Okay, not such a big deal. So again, this is something, even though I made the right decision, I'm not too proud of myself, because I would never estimate that it's just such a big pass. Huh? As I said, because I'm 7 pips down, and if I hit something, I get far from winners. But that I have only 14%, I have to study these kinds of positions more. So if you should not be so, you should not make everything bad, what you do well, but you have to realize or be honest. And here I have to be honest that I was far away to recognizing that this is such a massive pass. Maybe a pretty clear pass, maybe, so 200 pass, maybe, but not 1500. So this is another one where I made the wrong decision, I had the right decision, but I'm far from, I'm not really understanding the position completely, even though I was lucky. It was good enough to make not an error here, but in a slightly different situation, I would mess it up completely. That's the problem, so you need to study it. Okay, thought we have some kind of gammon go situation that I should make the more aggressive play, but it seems a standard play of just making the bar point, which we all know or should know, is the standard play. Ha! Look at that! What a day! It's clearly 3-point, clearly better than the standard play. So in just to show you, I think it's pretty clear in a neutral situation. Not so super, but yeah, 17 millipoints. It's not so super clear to make the bar point, but yeah. For your first move, 17 millipoints, you don't want to spoil it usually. Okay, so now my aggression worked. 6-4. Hit 5-4. 4-2-1. Yeah, I was super happy that I found the double, because I almost missed it. But I remembered my match against John, the Jedi Master, where I think I got 4 or 5 punishments for the one game where I missed doubling. It was also something like that, where I had more checkers already back, because obviously I know that I have to double aggressively 4-away, 2-away, but it was a situation like that where I already had man back, but the opponent has not had much of a structure. And you see here, it's almost a blunder not to double. But you cannot go too extreme, and you have to bite the bullet as the leader. You cannot pass anything, otherwise it gets costly as well. And yeah, I think this was another one. So 2 times, I think it's 2-2, round about 2-2. 2 times I criticized Gianlazzaro for his passes correctly, and 2 times I was wrong. Or was it 3-2 for Gianlazzaro? Anyway, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. So 5-4. 6-3 standard move, I think, for one. Dancing is not standard. 5-4. 6-5. Nothing special. 6-5. 6-4. 5-4. Okay. It's rare to slot the 3-point behind the anchor, but yeah, you cannot really blitz, and these 5 men are really ugly. can understand XG's estimation here. So here running out, well, always hard to find when running out to the outfield is correct when you are clearly behind in the race. You always look for alternatives as hard as you can. And well, here I tried a little bit too hard, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, 10 millipoints. I can live with that because I had a good reason to make this one. For 3 here I jumped out. Okay, here it was clearly right. Yeah. But it's, yeah, more easy now. Opponent's midpoint is stripped and now I have a board and blah blah. Yeah. So this one was interesting. I was not so sure about this one, how to play like that, because it was even and the opponent is on roll, so technically I'm 4 pips behind. But the contact is not so attractive anyway here. How do I keep on playing my next moves? So I have to give up something, and it's not so clear that the contact is to my advantage. Here the contact is to my advantage. It's better. You have better chances usually when you have when the opponent is playing the holding game, even though I'm not down in the race. And you see, I'm indeed XG sees me as I was so slightly favored here, even though I'm down in the race. Okay, though I made a good decision for a good reason, which makes me quite happy. So 6-3, easy one, I think. 2-2 by Gianlazzaro. Yeah, I did not say anything, but I think maybe keep on going with your anchor. If you're ahead in the race, I was slightly. Well. So 6-4 not volunteering is clear. And 4-3 making the board, giving no shots is also clear. 5-4. Easy, the 5-1. Yeah, not giving up their board would be a double blunder. Wow. Playing something like that. Of course, yeah, if you hit something back, you get a really problem if you have 2 bloods here. I can understand, but that it's a double blunder. Wow. Okay, 5-1. Easy peasy. 6-4 plays itself. 5-1 more or less as well. Here I cannot volunteer. I can volunteer. Wow. Oh, these easy looking positions. Oh, look how complicated they are and how easy it is to make pretty big mistakes. Yeah, okay, it's 35, but for such a simple position. But pay now for later. And it's a pay now. It's a keep your board play. It's not a pay now in the sense that if you survive, you have make big improvement regarding reducing the contact completely. And but here it's somehow a kind of pressure play. It's also the reason is that you get a double shot. That's the reason. I was not fit enough, because the tactical. It's always most of the time Backgammon is a strategic game, but all in a sudden you have tactical decisions, and when you do not recognize this, then you can easily blunder. Yeah, if you don't recognize, now you have to count shots or bad numbers, and here, or you don't have to count, but you have to be aware. Yeah? The problem is, well, the thing is, if I play this one, let's put on the final position. Now on every 6 except 6-1, I get a double shot here, 25 with a 5-point board. Yeah? And if 6-1, I have to, you can hit, and now I have to hit the 6 here. If I play like that, I only get a single shot if he runs away with a 6. Okay, he doesn't hit me with a 6-1, but I only get here my 17 hits instead of 24. And at least you should realize that if you then judge wrongly, that's a different story. It's not so bad. And if you make a 35 millipoint error, But what's bad is not realizing this tactical situation. Yeah, if you want to become a very good player, you have to be alert and see things in a minute. Yeah, and it's not so easy and not so hard to realize that the player has to run from a 6. Yeah, and they cannot play a 6. The 6 is blocked, which means he has to run with one checker. And then, if you put a blot here anyway, you in one case it's bad when you can hit here. In all other cases, it's good because you have to get a double shot instead of a single shot. Very easy, and so quite annoying. Then judging if it's correct, because now he has a 5-point board, giving a blot here is a different thing. But not even considering it, that is not good. So 3-2. Now without the blot, it's 13-8. It's not a. You think it's not so easy. You have the same reasoning, no? But now the blot is gone here on opponent's 6 point. Completely different story. If you now make the same idea, have the same idea, I want a double shot, and of course my board is weaker. Yeah, so a lot of things have changed. So it's no surprise that what was now a 35 millipoint error in the other direction is now a 200 millipoint error in the opposite direction. So should just leave no blot. Yeah, okay. You want to keep a 4, but saving something is often not the right idea. Just keep your board without weakness. Yeah. If you roll a 4 next time, you are screwed anyway. Yeah. If you here you can play a 4, but which 4? No, a 4. And with the other number, you break your board and have only 3 points. That's not an not a good idea, but yeah. So 4-3 runs 5-5 makes things easy. 6-4. Here said he should double. Or didn't I criticize Gianlazzaro for not doubling? Wow. I said I would double here. Oh. He has more on the ace. That was the problem. Oh? But I think I was arguing wrongly. Oh? I said 4 pips ahead. And then, but his wastage is higher than mine. Maybe I messed this one up. But I think I said he should double. Huh? Oh, this would be a big blunder. Yeah, because we have to punish him for this additional wastage and not give him something extra. I don't know what I said, but I fear I talked rubbish here during the match. Then I would recommend a double. Yeah. Okay, on this one, super clear one. Also, he rolled double 5. Okay, that's not much left here. So, Crawford game. Double 4. I almost messed it up here with my super clever idea to just run. Which sometimes is, in some situations, is not so bad. In double match point. But here it would have been a sizable mistake. Good that I just made the normal play. 3-2, 3-1. Another mistake. Make the 5 point. Yeah, too difficult for me. Of course, I know that the gammons don't count at double match point, and it's a quasi double match point, but I made the wrong play anyway. Too bad. 4-3, 4-2. Easy peasy to bring a builder down. Yeah, play pure, typical for double match point. 2-1, remake the 8. 6-2, slotting 4-3, hitting and bringing a builder down. Slightly better than going to the mid, at least at 4 line. 6-5, now I got some ugly 6-5s, so 5-4. I should have hit. Okay, I feared the back game too much. Because after hitting, the opponent is down 76. I feared that. Ah, double hit. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay, I understand this, yeah. If I hit, I have to hit on the ace as well to prevent the potentially well-timed back game. Okay. I overlooked this one, yeah. But I understand why it is maybe the better play. And we saw that it got a little bit ugly. Was my position, I had trouble to close my gaps, and then it went quite ugly. So 3-2, bringing down, double six, nothing special, 6-5. Now here it starts. 13-7, 6-1. I did not mention it, but I saw it, but I just did not. Whatever. It's pretty clear that I have to do something to come home safely, huh? And now it's a good point where the opponent has a temporary weakness with the blots on his 5 and 4 point. A good player should have found this, but because I'm giving a shot anyway. I thought something like aces are duplicated and blah blah blah. But the problem is, if I survive, I'm far from home. If I survive this one, yeah, the opponent has danced or has entered high, which both makes my life way more easy. So yeah, a little bit embarrassed to make such a mistake, but if I would not make no mistakes, so what's the point? What should I study for? So it would be almost like being a Jedi Master when you can't make any mistakes and are just good by nature. So 6-4. That was a quasi joker, because it's not so easy to clean this up. 3-2, now I'm forced to play well, because I cannot play safe, so obviously I hit. Double 3-2-1. Yeah, it's another thing, it's always hard to, do I play 8-6 to prepare for clearing, or it's not so easy. Technical stuff. Usually it's also a little bit timing related, but I thought he has a lot of timing, so I go for preparing to clear, but obviously I missed something. Because maybe of the gap here I have a 3-1, which fills the gap, and here it stays. I have just to play, so 3-1 is a big swing roll. Something like that. Yeah, was not so super clever. Double 4. I was giving you a good reason why I did play it like that, but XG says, yeah, too clever. Just take checkers off. My reasoning was, if you remember, I have only 1-3 to play, and the next after this one gets ugly, because 3s are blocked from the 6. That was my reasoning, but anyway. The problem was they are both absolutely borderline here, nothing to worry about. But of course my play has the issue that if I get hit, I will have fewer checkers off, and then win less games, of course. 4-2, double 5 was a lucky joker, 5-2, 5-3. And shot time. Oh, and lucky for me, he missed it, and we got the real DMP, almost real after the second to last draw, 5-4. Then clear take. 5-2, 5-1, 6-1 makes the bar, 4-3 makes the 10. Aces. I was not super confident about making the 22, but what's the option? What's the alternative? Yeah. Yeah, so it was fine. 6-6, 4-3. Played 2 down. Now that was good that I saw this one, because if you remember, my first intuition was 39-8-5. Then it's getting a little bit front-loaded, my prime. XG doesn't like it so much. But the main reason is I have it's not only about builders for the 4-point, it's also about covers for the 9. And here I have only 4s, and the big advantage here is for just an additional 3-6. Just 2 more hitters. And they're not so bad because I have here 12 return shots. Plus the 4s here, a few more. But I have now aces and 4s to make a 5 prime. That's why this is so clearly better. This is so easily to overlook if you just make here builder, safety plots, blah blah blah. You have to really check all the... Of course, this is something good players, really good players see. They don't have to count. So 6-6 again. Aces. Made my 5 prime, 4-1, 3-2. Was a little bit... Yeah, here you should never split, because now the opponent can attack and gain time to jump your prime. 5-3, yeah, 3-1. 8-4 is also an alternative to keep the 5 prime. Another thing, I overlooked this. You have to find these. It was just luck that I made the best play, because I did not... The second best play was so close that you have to change a little tiny thing, and 8-4 is clearly the best play, and then you have made a big error. So it's just luck that I found the best play here, because I did not see the second candidate. So lucky for me, he did not find a 7. 5-2. Okay, this was great. But again, maybe I played it a little bit too fast, but I did not have so much time. Because I can play safe on my side, but I loved my 5 prime. But of course... anyway, it's super close. 4-1 enters and fights. What should he do? 6-2 is no option. Yeah, then I had to sweat. I really had to sweat. Jump and cover, obviously an awesome roll for Gianlazzaro. 3-1 danced. And danced. And now the 2. Now 1-6 away from the win. Entered. No 6. Entered. 3-2. Another no 6. 6-6. No hitter. Would love to hit on the 3-point. Was not a legal move. 3-5 to break. 4-3 final 6 prime. Then it was quite easy rolling home. You think that's it. That's it for today. So yeah, I think we can wrap it up. The chat is so quiet today. Just Dennis wrote something. This was many hours before the stream, and my good buddy Patrick. Anyway, so we wrap it up. I know it's not even 3 hours this stream, but yeah, we will soon have another stream. We will have a stream for the Backgammon Prime one-day tournament, which will be in, I think, next weekend already. And the weekend after, I think, is already the friendly matchup between United Kingdom and Germany, where we play 12 players versus 12 players. And I'm not sure about it if I will stream or it will be too much stress for me. And but for the next, I think it's Sunday. I should have been prepared better. Yes, I think it's Sunday the 5th. We will have a very long stream because we'll stream the whole day. The tournament usually takes, I think, something between 6 and 8 hours. And this will be in German language then, to come back to this topic from the beginning. Yeah, I wish you all a nice weekend. So see you on my next stream Sunday in 1 week. And yeah, don't forget, enjoy your life now. It will probably not get any better. Now it's the best time to have fun. So see you soon and bye bye, over and out.
Blunder potential.